Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. This is actually take 2, and I'll tell you why in a little while, but started making the first video that I was doing here. Well, this is my second video of the day, but I started making this second video, and then the UPS guy showed up, so I will show you that in a moment. But, so anyway, it is still November 12th, 2019, and it is Tuesday. I don't know, the dogs just heard something. I don't even know what they're going nuts about. Anyway, as you can see, it did clear up. I'm going to show you the skies. It is about 3:30 in the afternoon right now. It was, we got snow right up until about 1 o'clock this afternoon. And so we probably, if you look at the table here, we got between 4 or 5 inches of snow altogether for this little storm. And again, this is fall, just so you guys know. This is not winter, this is fall. So but a little taste of winter in the fall. But anyway, solar panels cleaned off actually pretty decently. I could get about, once I got on the step stool, I could actually reach about halfway to the third panel. Okay, and actually, if you can see the corner of that one there, that's what I had got on that one, and those 3 on the end go to the camper, for Brian's camper. And but you know, it cleaned off pretty well. I ended up pulling in, we're still pulling in power, but up right now we're at 2.4 kilowatt hours for the day, which is great in comparison. Yesterday I pulled in a grand total of 0 yesterday. So today, you know, they said it was going to clear up, so that's why I got out here this morning and I cleaned off the panels, and it just continued to snow, like I said, right up until about 1 o'clock. So I came out the second time, cleaned the panels off, and just when I was doing it the second time, the sun really came out at that point. So that was a nice little reprieve that we got there. But so that's what we pulled in. The chickens, they didn't even, I mean, I opened up the hatch today, they would not even come out of the chicken coop today at all. I put scratch down for them, they wanted no part of going outside at all, so I just locked them back up because they were not having it today. It's comfortable inside the chicken coop. The water is not frozen. I actually added more water to their water today, so they're doing good. I gave them some treats inside and stuff like that, so they're doing fine. All right, so I want to get into the topic of this video. So we're going to look around here really quickly, and I just want you to look at what we got here. Okay, now today there's no wind blowing, so I mean, you can see the flag there is very still. The flag there is very still. Okay, so we're going to talk about surviving S.H.T.F in the winter. All right, today is a very, very mild day. It's cold out, guys. I mean, it is in the 20s. We are in the 20s today. And so let's say, okay, I don't even know exactly what the temperature is, because up here, I got to get a thermometer or something just to kind of regulate. So, because if it says 28 in town, it is 6 to 8 degrees colder up here. So if it says it's 28 in town, then it's probably 22 up here. So it's definitely, it's in the 20s, that I do know. It's definitely cold, okay? But anyway, but I have my, you know, so you're surviving in the wintertime, okay? Trying to survive S.H.T.F in the wintertime. If you don't have, and you can see the smoke coming off of the wood stove, okay? If you don't have a wood stove, guys, if you don't have a way to stay warm when S.H.T.F happens and it's wintertime, you're done. You're dead meat. You're looking at, if you are out in the open, okay, you're out in this open like this, and even like with right now, with no, you know, no wind, and the wind is a killer, guys. That's, I mean, I'm gonna tell you what, I don't mind the cold so much, it's the wind that I can't stand. When the wind's going, that's the worst. But anyway, you're looking at 3 hours in exposure in these type of elements. At below freezing temperatures, below 32 degrees, you're looking at 3 hours of exposure. And even like in the 40s, people don't realize this too. You could die of exposure in the summertime. Because it's colder at night, people lay on the ground, they don't keep themselves up off of the ground, and the ground will suck that body heat right out of you, and you can die of exposure in the summertime. So that's something to think about. So that's another video though. But anyway, like I say, this time of year, just being out in this type of weather. Now I don't have gloves on right now. Right now my hands are a little bit chilly. I will say that. That's just my own stupidity, but that's okay. But I knew I was just going to be out here to make this video, and then I was going to be going inside. But anyway, you know, it is exposure in these type of elements, and that's the thing. And I mentioned this in the video that I did yesterday. For selfish reasons, and absolutely completely selfish reasons, for me, I hope that S.H.T.F hits in the middle of winter. Absolutely do, because again, the reason why is because you're not going to have people out and about. They're not going to do it because the weather is too cold. It's too miserable. If there's no access, you're having, you know, think about okay, so right now we have all the snow plows going and all that type of stuff. Now let's say there's no snow plows going now, okay? You're not going to have people coming up the mountains. They're not going to come up into the hills because number one, they can't, not in a vehicle. If they have a snowmobile, yeah, sure, maybe, but you're going to hear them coming from a mile off, okay? You're not going to have that type of, you know, people moving around. It's going to be difficult enough, like up in this area, for your neighbors to be getting around. And that's just to check on each other to make sure you're okay. You're talking about, like in a worst case scenario, an S.H.T.F situation, a lot of people are going to die in the wintertime just because of poor preparations, not being ready for those type of events, okay? It's one of the reasons, again, why, like this year, you know, I bought my normal amount of wood, and then I bought 4 more face cord. And I did that absolutely because I just had a feeling that this year was going to be a bad year. Now, that just gives me that little bit more of an advantage, and if we have wood left over in the spring, great. That's that much less that I got to worry about getting next year. But I wanted to make doubly sure that I had plenty to survive. And I'm just going to show you. Now, we've gone through that first row that I had here. That first row is gone. I have the remainder of that in the house right now. You know, so we got 1, 2, 3 rows right here. I had filled in what we had used already. I've used a little bit of this here, but you know, we got all that wood. We got the wood over here, so we're ready. You know, we should be good to go. This is way too early. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it that it's this cold this early, that I'm having to burn this consistently this early. But you know, again, it is what it is. You deal with it and stuff like that. But again, if you don't have ways to stay warm, guys, it could definitely be life and death. So that's why I want to hear you guys' feedback as far as preparations for cold weather. And it's not just having the wood stove or having alternative ways to heat, be it propane, be it, you know, a gas heater or whatever. There's all kinds of different things that you can do, but having warm clothes. You know, so here's a thought, and some people, you know, we were talking, having like a cold weather tent, okay? And if you have an apartment, let's say you got that apartment, so you take and you have your bedroom, and you set up that tent, an extra layer of protection to sleep in that tent in your bedroom. Now you got your sleeping bags or your blankets and your quilts or whatever you're pulling into that tent. That's another layer of protection for you to help you stay warm so that you can survive. That's something to think about. I'm just giving you an example. But if you are in an apartment and you know, don't have a lot of those alternate means to stay warm, if you can, like I said, you put up that tent inside, that gives you that extra layer of protection. Okay, so that's just something to think about. But again, being prepared for cold weather is no joke. The winter can be, like up here in the Northeast, they can be very, very brutal, and they're not forgiving. So those are things to think about, okay? So I want to hear your feedback on this topic. What do you think? How prepared are you guys? That would be my question to you. How prepared are you for winter, for cold weather? You saw us here the last month really scrambling around, getting things done, getting things squared away for winter, trying to be ready. Now again, this is early. I'm hoping the snow all melts. Next week they're talking it's going to be in the 40s. So, you know, hopefully this will all be gone. And, you know, we'll get back to that debate of, are we going to have snow for Christmas or are we not going to have snow for Christmas? I like those debates because that means we don't have snow on the ground at that point in time when that happens. But again, we'll see. Like I said, we're going to see what happens. But anyway, I do want to hear your feedback on this topic. Wintertime, guys, is no joke. S.H.T.F. hits the fan in the winter. It can be very, very deadly. Very, very deadly. What are you barking at? There's nobody there. What are you doing, C's? Look at him. What are you doing? I just put these guys out, too, just before I did this video, so I would let them get out a little bit. Oh, one of the dogs are out. I see. She broke out. Yeah, neighbor's dog got out. Nice. Unbelievable. But anyway, so I wanted to show you guys real quick what came in the mail, or in the UPS. All right, so these are number 10 cans. So there's 6 in each case. So we got what, 12, 18, and then there is another small one here, 19 cans and number 10 cans. And then this came, okay, and I was like, wonder what in the heck all this is. Now, you can hear that. That's definitely seeds, and I'm not sure exactly what kind of seeds. This is seeds. This is Brussels sprouts, Long Island, improved. And I'm thinking I haven't opened up this yet, but I'm thinking this is all kinds of different seeds in this one here, okay? So I'm going to set that over here. And I'm thinking that's the same thing. But then there's 4 packages came in this bucket. 21 varieties of herbal tea seeds. Very, very cool, okay? We have, this is tobacco seeds, okay, non-GMO. It is 7 different varieties, so that's pretty cool. I could grow tobacco. Again, this is also tobacco seeds. All right, and then this one is medical herb seeds, which is very, very cool. So a lot of different medical herb seeds as well. So that's what came today. And again, I haven't opened up these ones yet. I'll do that and I'll show you guys. But I don't know if I want to open them because they're sealed up really nice. But they were all in this bucket, and this lid was not attached, so that's why it's not attached. But that's what came today. So very, very cool stuff. Number 10 cans are piling up. Yeah, they're piling up, I can tell you. But that's okay. Anyway. So that's what came today. So that's what he's barking at. He sees the other dog. But anyway, guys, I am going to jump off here. I am getting cold, so my fingers are starting to get numb, to be honest with you. And I've been out here, talking to you guys for 15 minutes. So that's just kind of an idea of how bad it can get. And again, look, I want you to see, there's no wind. We have no wind right now. It is just that cold that just being out here with no gloves on, my freaking hands are really starting to get cold. So remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one day at a time, one thing at a time. And I said that wrong, didn't I? No, I did. I said it right. Yeah, one step. STD. One step at a time, one thing at a time, one day at a time. I probably said that wrong, and I apologize. But if you are working towards anything, trying to get anything done, you can do it, and the only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you, okay? So stay positive, and you will be fine. I will talk to you all later. I hope everybody's having a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.